we had the best crowd support for sure, the loudest. So the one that always got in trouble. Yeah, they're a good team. They're a good bunch of kids. We just have to grow, I guess, if we're not going to get more kids with height in our class. And hopefully we can do this again next year.
I think you guys had a good year this year. You know, I think in the past, we're playing against different schools that kind of more of our size. A lot of these schools that we play against, we'll practice 2 or 3 times a week, and they have, I think, even that last team we played, Mr. Hayes, so they have like 500 kids, and then they combine with another school. And these teams are having JVs and varsities and tryouts. So I think our school, for what we have, this is pretty much all the boys in the class. And you got Ben playing center and Aaron playing power forward. If you look at these teams, most of these teams have 2 or 3 guys my height. And so I think, with that, the season started off, and it always takes a minute to get warmed up. And you see that in all basketball. It takes time to get your timing and remember how to play together. And so we started off and we did well. And the main thing I look for these guys, I think it goes way beyond our winning and losing in basketball. I think what we learn about hard work and determination and working together and following directions and all the things, and you look at them on off the court, but why I came back to coach this year is because, number one, Jalen really wanted me to coach, and then I enjoy coaching these guys because they are hard workers, but, this is like our little family here, and, having the opportunity to coach them, it's a lot of fun. And I think that that's one thing is the experience that they have. They have so much fun in practice. They see each other all the time, but they always, ask to go over to his house, go to this house, and so they have a lot of fun being together. Having the opportunity to play together is the biggest thing that I think. But there's a lot of games this year that. Whether it was St. Therese, I know some kids on that team, or St. Joe's, or some of the teams we beat, they always think they're going to come in and crush us because we don't have a big team. But we always got everybody's respect after we played them because they always can't believe that how hard these guys play and how they compete. So one of the dads for St. Therese, he called me after the game. He said, "We thought we were going to kill you guys." And so he was really surprised at how hard these guys play. So I have a lot of people call and say that you guys do have a good team, under the circumstances. And I think that's a credit to these guys and how hard they play. So we have some banners that Kayla and Samir are going to hand out. And I'll start off with Camille right here.
Yay!
Our 3-point specialist this year.
He had a great year. He was hitting those outside shots, and he always plays that tough defense. And I thought he had a very good year. So great job. Keep working on that shot. I can't remember what's that game. It was St. Anthony's. He was killing them. He had a really good year. I could tell that hoop out front's making a big difference. You beat your brother pretty soon. Good job. Good man. You say you're next. Good job. We got Paul next. And Paul had a great year. Paul continues to get better and better every year. Paul, had a great year rebounding and boxing out. Paul has more fun out there than anybody. You see Paul, he's always gonna have a smile on his face. He's always having fun. Not really what it's about. that's what it's about too. So, Paul, I used to put him on my team in practice. And Paul would, always get 100%, no matter what. Paul was getting 100%. So, great job, Paul. Great job, Paul.
Caleb.
Come on, you want to take your job. We got Aaron next, and Aaron, great competitor, has a lot of heart out there, and I always say, one thing about Aaron is, in the summer he's very busy with his baseball schedule, and in the fall he's very busy with his baseball schedule. But during basketball, when he started basketball, he just jumps right in it, and you could, some kids, do other sports, but when he comes to basketball and having the time off that he has from basketball, he came in and just, started playing, and he was balling right away. He plays tough defense. One thing about Aaron, he has a lot of heart, and that was kind of, shows the type of team we have, the heart and competitiveness that Aaron showed. And between him and Ben playing out of position, so he's like a two guard, and I always have to play in the post. I think you can not really appreciate what he does down there, because he has to kind of in the trench. He has to do the dirty work, and battle the big men, and push and fight and hold. And I think he likes it. But he did a great job. He did a great job. Got Jalen, and Jalen, he's playing a lot of basketball, and he's the reason I always come back to coach, because he says, every year I tell him I'm not coaching, he says, well, I'm going to play anyway. You don't have to coach, but I'm playing. So he loves playing with his friends, and as much basketball as he has, he really looks forward to CYO playing with his friends. He had a great year. He was able to really handle the ball and play good defense and kind of orchestrate, get us into our offense and sets and control the tempo of our games. And I'm tough on Jalen because he's my son, but I think he's getting used to it slowly but surely, so I'm pretty critical when we're on the court. But he responds well, and I think he had a great day. Good job, Jalen.
Yay!
Got Ben, and last but not least, and kind of similar to Aaron, where Ben, he goes from baseball in the summer to baseball in the fall to soccer, and then when basketball starts, he just jumps right in, and you can barely tell he's had any time off. But without playing like some of the other kids might play, Ben is very athletic. He has a lot of heart, and he always going to give 100%. Ben is always fun to coach, because I can tell Ben something once, and he picks it up, and just go out there and do it. Ben, just a positive attitude, never complains, and he's, like I said, I just enjoy coaching Ben. And then the same thing with Ben and Aaron is that Ben is always guarding the center, and he's a guard. He always has to push and hold and fight down there, and that's really, without having that, it makes our season difficult. But I know another guy coach, he's probably this big, and he's real strong. And I took Ben to play him one day, and he was just impressed by how Ben, how much heart he had and how much he just pushed and fought down there. So great year. Ben, thank you, and get your man. Give Ben a hand. Thank you to the parents for bringing them to practice and supporting the team. And, coming up Friday nights and getting the kids to practice. When you have all these other activities, and some have multiple kids and activities. We appreciate it. Give your parents a hand.
Thank you.
I got to inject two other players.